you might not be able to get out from Hong Kong. The Hong Kong Bar Association slams government's plan to prevent certain people from emigrating. The Hong Kong Bar Association has slammed the city's government for seeking apparently unfettered power through planned changes to the immigration law that would give officials the right to prevent certain people from leaving Hong Kong. The HKBA's opinion, published in an article on February 12th, Friday, suggests that the government's plan to give the Director of Immigration access to airline passenger lists and enable officials to prevent certain passengers or aircrew members from leaving or entering the city. The government's planned legal changes, announced last month, has sparked fears that authorities may prevent pro-democracy activists from leaving the city, following the crackdown in Hong Kong under the national security law imposed in June last year. A number of pro-democracy activists have already fled the city over such fears, choosing self-imposed exile, including ex-lawmakers Nathan Law and Ted Hui, and anti-government protesters Sunny Cheung and Brian Leung. The Bar Association's article criticized the draft bill for failing to provide any valid reason for giving such powers to the Director of Immigration. Nor does the bill have provisions to prevent the abuse of such powers, it said. This attempt to gain apparently unfettered power is causing fears among the public, the HKBA said. Officials should only be allowed to prevent someone from leaving Hong Kong in cases of national security, public order, or public health, the lawyers group argued. But the draft exempts the Director of Immigration from having to provide any reasons for such decisions. If Hong Kong's legislature is to authorize the executive branch to enact a law that may restrict Hong Kong's basic rights, then they should clarify the scope of such powers, the HKBA said. Hong Kong residents' freedom to emigrate is enshrined in the Basic Law, the city's mini-constitution, which gives holders of valid travel documents the freedom to leave Hong Kong without special authorization, unless they are specifically restrained by law. 3 of the Five Eyes countries, UK, Canada, and Australia, with different safe harbor schemes, have come into the picture for a massive rescue mission. For Canada's case, there's no age limit to go through an education route and be resettled, with the aim of permanent residency in a short time frame. Those who leave must leave now, and we just heard that the Hong Kong government will empower the relevant departments to stop those in Hong Kong from leaving. So there's no freedom of movement within Hong Kong SAR and freedom of emigration to other countries and regions. No more freedom to travel and to enter or leave the region. Holders of valid travel documents could be arbitrarily detained and might not be able to leave the region freely without authorization. The authoritarian regime in various shapes and forms will make departing Hong Kong very painful, while liquid assets transferred outside of Hong Kong partially or totally restricted. This is the worst-case scenario.